Hey. Good morning, everybody. So like the title says, I'm just gonna get straight into sharing my summer skincare routine with you. This is specifically for the morning. I've gotten a lot of questions on my Instagram, a lot of compliments about my skin, and so I wanted to share what my routine is right now for the summer. Things change as my skin needs change. Also, I just want to say I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not certified in anything specifically. This is just what works for me and what I used with the suggestions of my own dermatologist. So right off the bat, I have actually very dry skin. It looks glowy and dewy right now because I've just saturated it in all of this goodness. I start each morning with a bottle of water. I love this Brita water bottle. I believe it's like 28 ounces of water. It's got a really cool filter inside. It's like in the straw that is interchangeable, like every 3,000 sips or every like 6 months or something crazy like that. I fill it up anywhere because it's got that filter in there. I take this to the gym. I take this when I'm traveling, and I try to drink about 4 to 6 every day. I like to try to get a gallon in, and healthy skin starts from the inside. Usually while I'm drinking my water, I'm checking my skin to see what reaction it's having that day, if it's red, puffy, dry, oily, and then I create my regimen for that morning around my skin's needs. The next thing I do is cleanse. Now, I like to use different types of cleansers depending on what my skin needs are that day. Today, because my skin was just a little bit extra dirty from last night, I didn't do a great job of taking my makeup off. I actually used this cleanser right here. It is the Epicurean Citrus Herbal Cleanser. I love this stuff. It's really good at cleaning and getting rid of all of that dirt and grime from the day or the night before. It's a water-based cleanser. If I'm doing something like taking off my makeup, I'll actually double cleanse. I'll start with an oil and then I will follow up with a water-based cleanser. I actually wash my face for 30 to 60 seconds. I actually kind of count it out in my head, or if I'm listening to music or whatever. I take the time to massage my face, really get in and cleanse it. This is a major part of my routine. It's something I learned from a dermatologist. Some people just like go over once and think they're good. You really have to take the time, especially in the morning, to massage those muscles, really get your skin activated, and pull that blood back up and forward to the front of your skin because you've been laying down all night. So you want to just slowly start to wake your skin up, and that's a great way to do it by adding a few extra seconds to your cleansing routine. When my skin normally isn't as oily, because I am a pretty dry kind of skin girl, I live for this cleanser. This is the Kale Green Tea and Spinach Superfood Cleanser. This is from Youth to the People. I love this stuff. It's so moisturizing. It still does a really beautiful job of cleaning your pores, getting all that extra dead skin, the dirt and grime off of that top layer. I love this stuff. I mean, like, it is just absolutely a godsend. This is fantastic. So if you have some dry skin, if you have ever struggled with like really dry, flaky skin, especially in the summertime, I highly suggest checking this out. After I cleanse, I exfoliate. Now, there are 2 types of exfoliators. There's those external foliators, the physical ones like St. Ives and stuff like that, where they have that kind of like a gritty texture to it, and you're gonna go in and you feel it physically scrubbing on your skin. I like to use a chemical exfoliator. Right now, I'm using the Herbivore Prism Natural Fruit Exfoliating Glow Potion. A chemical exfoliator, is gonna do the same thing as a physical exfoliator, only on a deeper level. It's gonna actually go in, seep into those pores, and pull the stuff up. So I do the same thing where I put it on my skin and I'll just massage it. You can actually feel it kind of activating. For some people, I've heard that they feel like a tingling sensation, and not in like a burning or anything like that, but just feel it really working in there. I haven't experienced that, but I have noticed a difference in my skin and the cleanliness of my pores. So I love this stuff. After I exfoliate, I go in with a toner. I love this Laneige This is the Fresh Calming Toner. Again, my skin is really sensitive and really dry. I can instantly tell if something is irritating me almost immediately. So I've been using this one because it's so soft and gentle, yet still is able to balance my pH, get any of those impurities that have been left over if the exfoliator and the cleansing didn't fully do their job. You'll be able to see it immediately in the toners that you use. They're also really hydrating. I think a lot of people are worried that toners do more of this like cleaning away or like almost like a makeup removal. While it does have the capabilities of removing the surface level grime and grit if you're using like pads and stuff like that, they also can be very hydrating, some of them. So just make sure you check the ingredients, check the reviews. I always read reviews, or I'll call my dermatologist if I really have questions and concerns. But this stuff is really great, really great. After I tone, I go in with a serum. I have different types of serums for my skin's different needs. I will usually, when I examine my face first thing in the morning, I'll know I'm looking a little dull, I'll need a brightener, which is why this one right here is absolutely amazing. This is the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum. It's got this vitamin C complex in it. It is amazing. How I like to think of serums is they're like vitamins for your skin, right? It's a more concentrated version of a really great vitamin that's gonna help add in nutrients, add in moisture, or whatever your skin is needing, like vitamin C that day. So I love this one. I also use the Origins. This is the Mega Mushroom Relief and Resilience. This stuff is really great too for calming the skin. I notice if I have any redness in any areas, especially around here, my mouth and like my nose area, I'll get redness and in the corners of my eyes. I'll apply some of this to my face in general, really concentrating and being gentle around my eyes with this stuff, and I immediately can notice a difference. The calmness in my skin, the redness slowly kind of subsiding, if you will. So yeah, now depending on what I'm doing that morning, if it's just a chill day, I'm editing sitting at my computer, or if I've just come back from the gym, sometimes I'll do this whole routine like after I've worked out. I'll use a sheet mask. I didn't do it this morning, but I have a million sheet masks. All of them are great. They're all, again, they're a lot like serums. So if you're gonna use a sheet mask, sometimes you don't have to use a serum, especially if it has the same thing as what your serum you're gonna use has, because a sheet mask has just been soaked in a serum. So if it's moisturizing or brightening, I might not use a brightening serum right before I use a sheet mask. I'll skip that step and I'll put that on, and I take my sheet masks off actually earlier than the allotted time they suggest, because when those sheet masks dry out on your face, they have the potential to do the opposite of what they're supposed to do, which is pull that moisture and pull product away from your skin. So I usually will wait maybe like 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and I'll take the sheet mask off, and then I'll just rub the residual in on my skin. After I use a sheet mask, I go in with an eye cream. And if you haven't noticed, I have these big, beautiful eyes, but right underneath, it tends to get really puffy, especially if I've had a lot of salt, if I've had a lot of alcohol, or if I've just not been eating that well. It immediately translates on my face. If I'm not sleeping well, if I got an attitude, any of that, you read it right on my face. So I go in with an eye cream. This is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. This stuff, I've only been using it for the past like month or so. So I have seen a little bit of a difference, but I've also seen a difference because of one more thing, which I'll tell you guys about in a second, but I haven't been fully convinced that all of them will work. I know that this one has helped. I can visibly see a difference over the past month that I've used it, and it comes highly suggested from Sephora, a lot of other like beauty gurus and stuff like that. So I highly suggest, if you get like puffy under eyes and you want to try something that's going to help calm them, check this out, because it's really good, and it's been surprising me. So I'll also use the Peter Thomas Roth 24 karat gold eye patches. These are great. You can just stick them right onto your eyes and utilize them while you're brushing your teeth, making your coffee, getting ready for your morning. I keep these in my refrigerator along with my face masks and my jade roller, which I'll show you later. And the final step in my skincare routine is an oil. I use an oil at the end, depending on, again, what my skin needs. A lot of times it's just moisture. Right now I'm using the Herbivore Emerald. This is a cannabis, sativa-based, like hemp-based oil, so it doesn't have THC. You're not gonna get high, but I do suggest, if you know you're sensitive to those things, maybe do just like a test run just in case. But I've never experienced any sort of like change in my mood or anything like that. This stuff though does what hemp normally does for skin and for people, which is it really calms, it really seeps in deep and gets very, very deep in and really moisturizes. And I love this stuff because it'll help hold in all the other wonderful products that you've put on your skin. There's a few other oils that you can use, just read the reviews, but this is the one that I've been swearing by. I've gone through like 3 bottles of this already. I love this stuff. I love, love, love this stuff. Once I'm done with my oils, I like to use either my jade roller or my ice roller. I keep my jade roller in the fridge with my face masks and my under eye masks, and I keep the ice roller in the freezer. That's actually what it's made for. This is gonna help reduce the puffiness again. It's gonna help move all those fluids from in your face down your neck to drain properly and get all those toxins and stuff out, as well as promote blood coming forward into your cheeks and your face, giving you that bright and activated look. It's also going to help massage in all of those wonderful products I've put on my skin. I'll start at my neck and roll down my neck, and then I will take the jade roller across my chin, rolling the fluids then down my neck again, and I'll carry it across my face, being gentle under my eyes, using that smaller end there under my eyes and above my lip as well, just being gentle with those really sensitive areas. Once I'm done with an oil, before I put my makeup on or anything like that, is I'll put a sunblock on. I've been using like Supergoop. Listen, put sunscreen on, black, white, Asian, put some sunscreen on, okay? Just protect your skin. We're all susceptible to skin cancer. The sun is super harsh this summer, okay? Put some sunblock on your face, all right? Okay. And then, of course, I'll take care of my lips. I love this Laneige. This is the sleep mask. Technically, you're supposed to wear it when you go to sleep, but I put it on like it's chapstick, y'all. Actually, I'm gonna put some on right now, because this stuff, whoo, uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. This stuff is great. Me and one of my good girlfriends, we put this stuff on like it's chapstick. Technically, it is really great for sleep. It's gonna help like penetrate overnight, but I use it in the morning too. All right, and that's it. I try not to put too much on my skin. I just try to make sure that whatever I'm doing makes sense to my skin needs, that I don't feel overly weighted in the summertime. All of the products that I suggested are very, very light, seep right into the skin, and before you're heading out the door, you don't even feel like you have anything on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give a thumbs up if you did, so I know to keep creating content like this. And if you're new here, I hope you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos. If you feel like you've been missing stuff, don't forget to turn your notifications on. Just tap that little bell down there and you'll be able to know exactly when I post new videos, because I'm here, you guys, and I'm gonna be posting a lot more. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Have you clicked one of these videos yet? That one's pretty good.